amongst the first three in Delhi and is part of Rotary International and International Service Organization. We draw membership from leaders in business, medicine, engineering, consulting, and legal professions, and are in our 53rd year of service. RCDS and its members have dedicated themselves in serving to change lives of less fortunate. We have over years undertaken and delivered successful projects in the area of education, environment, healthcare, and other sustainable development goals, and continue to trailblaze on this path with full Josh, Junoon, and Jazba. One of the key imperatives for Rotary is disease prevention and management. We believe good healthcare is everyone's right. That's why raising awareness,
There's
treating
that
and
big
preventing
Sur.
disease
That big
is
Sur is
so
that
important
bridge
to
which
us.
goes across the
We
ocean.
lead efforts, both large and small, and design and build programs that allow conversations and collaboration across the entire stakeholder ecosystem to combat diseases, epidemics, and pandemics like the present one. Prevention is at the heart of disease management and healthy living. However, there is a huge gap of awareness, discussion, and knowledge. Therefore, we at RCDS have taken on the urgent task to focus on awareness, health education, and bring people together to know more across the whole gambit of diseases to aid prevention and in early detection. And now with COVID, times are testing our resilience even more. While on one hand, the pandemic is claiming lives, the mental health of everyone around us has also been affected so adversely. In order to build our emotional resilience while dealing with COVID-19 crisis, we need to have a cool and positive mind. Through years, RCDS has been leading the way on disease management and healthy living. And today, together with our partners, Forum for Breast Cancer Protection and Yes to Life, we are absolutely thrilled and honored to bring an inspiring, life-altering talk on the topic of mental wellness and positive attitude to help fight physical diseases by none other than Sister Shivani, better known as Brahmakumari Shivani, who's a teacher in the Brahmakumari spiritual movement in India. And with that, I now hand over to Dr. Sareen from Forum for Breast Cancer Protection.
Okay, good afternoon. Vanitha, Kriti, the Rotarians, and Sister Shivani. It's a pleasure to introduce our Forum for Breast Cancer Protection. Forum for Breast Cancer Protection is a voluntary NGO, and all the people working for the NGO are voluntary workers. They give their time in addition to their own professional careers. It was started way back 20 years ago with the single-minded aim of creating breast cancer awareness, what Kriti has just said. We started that 20 years ago because the professionals, the doctors, the radiologists, the surgeons, and the medical oncologists were too troubled by women coming in late stages of breast cancer. And these were all very highly placed, educated, holding companies and coming in stage 4. I can't help but remember 3 of them shortly. One of them was stinking so much that if you stood next to her, it was not possible. The other one had little maggots. If you can imagine, the flies, children, were crawling all over her wound in the breast. And she was staying with the daughter, and the daughter, whether noticed or she said or not, I don't know. And the third lady was a senior lecturer at Delhi University. She had a tumor which was like a rock. I don't know if she felt it. She must have felt it, but she didn't come to the doctors because she possibly didn't know that it could be breast cancer, or she was not aware of the early signs and symptoms, or she thought it can't happen to me because I have been a very good wife. When we saw these women, we were really concerned, and that's the reason we started off with an NGO with a single-minded aim of starting breast cancer awareness. In the breast cancer awareness field, the NGO has produced 4 groundbreaking films. One of them is a breast self-examination, for which we have already distributed about 50,000 copies. And it's been shown at many forums. And it actually tells you simply how to do your own breast examination, how to look for it sitting in the comfort of your own home. The second films were directed at the gynecologist, and the third and the fourth was to tell them about the quality of life and what are the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation and how to get over them. Besides this, we have done 3 car rallies, and the rallies have gone through the village roads, thereby creating awareness for the village women and the women that you can't reach ordinarily. In addition, of course, the NGO has done a lot of lectures and big meetings for the NGOs, for the corporates, for the schools, for the colleges, and for the RWAs, creating breast cancer awareness. In addition to the breast cancer awareness, along the way, we thought doing breast support group. And we just, Preeti just spoke about it, and why we have Sister Shivani here today is that we support these patients who have the breast cancer and their caregivers. The supporting means we support them by giving them, of course, awareness. In addition, the yoga and the spirituality and the way of life, and to change the lifestyle changes, because that can both prevent breast cancer and other cancers, can also prevent you from recurrence of the breast cancer. So now we know that the diet, exercise, and spirituality, the 3 pillars of lifestyle change, does go a long way in preventing the cancer from coming back. There are lots of studies to that. And I'm happy to tell you that there is a recent scientific article from the Tata Memorial Center saying that in the last 10 years, the mortality from breast cancer in India has gone down by 2 to 3%. And I think majority of it is because of early diagnosis, because of the awareness, not ours, but there are hundreds of other NGOs doing the same job. And the more we have, the better it is, because you can't reach every woman by one NGO. So I'm happy that we are coordinating with the Rotarians today. So with this support group, we feel that the support would actually give us the mental health it guides us about the mental health and prevent recurrences, and so that we can joyfully, socially have a gainful life and spiritual life of happiness, love, and bliss. So thank you so much. And I'm happy Vanita has arranged a full 40 minutes lecture by Sister Shivani. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to introduce our Forum for Breast Cancer Protection. I now hand over the mic to the Rotarians to take it forward.
Good evening, friends. It is a great honor and privilege to introduce Sister Shivani, a compassionate, wise, good-natured soul who has become a household name not only in India, but abroad as well. She has empowered thousands of people by her talks and writings on living values, self-management, inner powers, harmony in relationships, and has helped people understand the law of karma. She belongs to the worldwide spiritual movement of Brahma Kumaris, founded in India in 1937, which is dedicated to personal transformation and world renewal, and has now spread in 110 countries. Sister Shivani travels in India and abroad, appearing and speaking at charitable events ranging from good health, parenting, other events involving the Brahma Kumaris, and other programs, all the while radiating peace, love, and a deep spiritual connection with God. To put it simply, she talks of spirituality and the art of living, and people benefit from her practical wisdom explained in a simple way, thus bringing peace and happiness in their lives and harmony in their relationships. She received the Women of the Decade Award from ASSOCHAM in 2014 and the Nari Shakti Award in 2018. Sister Shivani posts inspiring and empowering brief messages on her social media page every day and has 3.4 million followers on Facebook. Indeed, we are very lucky to have Sister Shivani amidst us and look forward to hearing and benefiting from her talk. May I now request Dr. Vanita to share how Sister Shivani has been her inspiration. Over to you, Dr. Vanita.
थैंक यू रजनी जी. मेरा जीवन पथ दीदी के साथ कई वर्ष पहले शुरू हुआ था. Very gradually, I am learning to understand that we are all different. Our reactions are different. Our circumstances are different. What is right? What is wrong? Is it subjective? क्या सही? क्या गलत? But learn to respect your differences. Learn to forgive. Try to forget. Do not judge. Keep a positive mind. वातावरण तो जो है सो है, दीदी कहती हैं, परंतु मैं अपने आप को, अपने स्वयं को शांत करूं और लोगों को जज मत करूं. अपने आप बाहर से शांति आएगी. मैं पॉजिटिव वाइब्रेशंस दूं. दीदी, अपनी तरफ से आई ट्राई एवरी डे टू इम्प्रूव माई सेल्फ. इट इज अ लॉन्ग लॉन्ग जर्नी, बट एवरी डे आई टेल माई सेल्फ, अपने आप को शांत करो, मेक योर सेल्फ अ बेटर ह्यूमन बीइंग, बी पॉजिटिव. ओवर टू यू दीदी.
Om Shanti. Rotary is always service above the self. But sometimes, whether it's Rotarians or whether it is doctors, we are so busy taking care of everybody else that we don't put our name on the list of our responsibilities. Because the intention is very pure, selfless seva. Sabki seva karna. Intention is very pure. There can't be anything purer than that. But when we have to take care of others, there has to be our name there right top on the list. Because unless we are in our best frame of mind, we are in our perfect health, how will we be able to do seva for others? इसीलिए spirituality gives us a very important equation. स्व सेवा दूसरों की सेवा से पहले, which means self-care before we start taking care of others. And the other equation is सबसे बड़ी सेवा है अपनी स्थिति का ध्यान रखना, state of mind. While we are doing everything that we are doing, our vibrations are radiating into what we are doing. So whether we are taking care of a patient or whether we are executing a seva project, it's always a doing, it's always an outside thing. But whatever we are doing in the outside, our state of mind, our vibrations are radiating into that situation, into that project, to the people. And so even if the doing is perfect, which means what we are executing outside is perfect, but if the vibrations were not perfect, then we have radiated our vibrations of stress or pain or anxiety to the people whom we are serving. And that's why even when we are on a flight, every flight starts with the air hostess telling us that if there is a turbulence, if the oxygen mask falls down, please put it on yourself before you put it on to the person next to you. Now, if we had to just visualize this, that we are sitting and next to us is a family member, maybe a child, your child is sitting next to you. And can you visualize this, the oxygen mask falling down? And can you really put the oxygen mask onto yourself before you put it onto your child? Would it really be possible when this really ever happens, if it happens? But why do they say it every single time? That you first put the oxygen mask to yourself. Again, the concept is the same. Unless we take care of ourselves, unless we protect ourselves, we won't really be able to take care of others. So while every time we talk to Rotarians, Everyone says, apart from taking care of our work and taking care of our family, we're taking out extra time, right? To taking out extra time for seva. तो फिर इसमें अपना नाम तो लिस्ट पे कभी आता ही नहीं है. वैसे ही आजकल लोगों को अपना नाम लिस्ट पे नहीं आता, एंड फिर रोटरी भी कर रहे हैं, बिजनेस भी कर रहे हैं, फैमिली भी कर रहे हैं, एंड देन टू टेक केयर ऑफ आवर सेल्फ, तो वो हमारा नाम कभी लिस्ट पे आता ही नहीं है. बट even otherwise, and even during COVID, at least one realization which has come very deeply is prioritize taking care of your mind and your body. So when we say self care, it's not just about taking care of the body, it's also about taking care of the mind. And taking care of the mind is very easy. It's the simplest thing to do. But it's also that one area of life that, when not taken care of, it can complicate simplest matters. And so if you look at your daily life, if your mind is very sorted, very powerful, you can cross a crisis very calmly. Very calmly, you will cross a crisis. But if the mind is a little turbulent, a little agitated, the smallest word, the smallest trigger can create a lot of anxiety in the mind. So the mind has the power to complicate very simple matters. And it's so powerful that it has the power to make very complicated matters extremely simple. Extremely simple. Even something as tragic as losing somebody in the family. Something as tragic as that. So there's nothing tougher that can happen in someone's life. I think I had shared before with Dr. Vanita also, and I saw a lot of that during COVID also now. That when a soul leaves the body, everyone will say, how is it possible to remain calm? How is it possible to remain stable? Grief is natural. And then we can continue creating that grief and holding on to that grief for a very long time. What that does to the soul who's moved forward on the journey is, of course, it's radiating a lot of vibrations of pain. But what does it do to us ourselves who are holding that grief? It's creating a lot of pain in the mind, and that pain is radiating to the body. But we think it's natural to feel that, and we allow the mind to continue to create that grief. Feeling the vacuum of the person who has left is very natural, and that vacuum remains forever. Nobody else can fill that vacuum. But there is a difference between experiencing that vacuum and creating grief. So that difference to understand that yes, there is a vacuum, but grief is damaging for me, for my body, for the people around me, and for that soul who's moved forward on the journey. I'm only radiating pain to my mind, to my body. Does my mind and body have the kind of power to be able to handle that much pain for 10 days, 15 days, 1 month? How long can it handle that pain? But this is in one of those tough situations of life. But if we look at the simpler situations of life, like Dr. Serene ma'am just shared with us, diet, exercise, lifestyle is important, proven factors for cancer, right? Proven factors, research, studied, accepted, and endorsed by medical bodies, and not just in the country, all over the world. And if that is the rule for cancer, then that means that's a rule for every disease, that it's diet, exercise, and state of mind, which means lifestyle. Because when we say lifestyle, when we think of lifestyle, okay, this disease is a lifestyle disease. So the word lifestyle, what it brings on our mind is diet, sleep, and exercise. That's just one part of lifestyle. Lifestyle is not just about what we eat, when we sleep, and when we exercise. The deepest part of lifestyle is how we think, how we speak, how we behave, how we live, how we work. Because it's lifestyle. What is life? Life is this energy which is running this body. When this life leaves this body, we call it a body. We don't take the name of the person. We say, this is the body. Take the body out. The body is being taken to the crematorium. The body is here. We stop calling that by the name. We say the body, the body, the body. Till 1 minute back, it was Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so. Life has left. Everybody's referring to it, the body. It just becomes the body after that. The life has left. The life has left. So when we say lifestyle, it's about this lifestyle. My every thought, my every word, my every behavior, My way of working has become a very important part of lifestyle right now. Not giving ourselves enough breaks, not taking rest, saying calm, 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 calm. मेरा काम खत्म नहीं होता है. Yes, we enjoy our work. It's good. But the mind and the body needs break. It needs those spaces to be able to again recharge, energize, not living with a fatigued mind, not just a tired body, but a fatigued mind. That fatigued mind can radiate a lot of stress to the mind and to the body both. So the way we work is also a part of our lifestyle right now. We saw in the last 10 days when Siddharth Shukla left his body, every news channel was filled with panel discussion of doctors talking about why young heart attacks. And what did every doctor say? Stress and lifestyle. Stress and lifestyle. And then when they talked about lifestyle, what about lifestyle? Work pressure, peer pressure, not resting. अब हमने सुन लिया 3 दिन, that was the only thing that was happening on every news channel. And 8 days, that was the only thing that was there on social media. Okay, we miss you, 40-year-old person left. That soul has left on the journey. What have we learned from there? But did we change anything in our lifestyle after listening to so much in those 3 days on all the news channels? Did we change in our lifestyle anything after hearing every cardiologist say that, oh, we get people who are 25 years old coming into our OPD. We losing people at the age of 30, which means gone is the era na, that people say this is going to happen after 60, after 70. It's gone. But after hearing all that in the last 10 days, did I pause to create a change in my lifestyle, or am I going on the same? Or am I going on the same? That's important, because again, this webinar will get over at 6:30, and again, we will go on the same. Then it's only about statistics. Then it's only about all of us coming again and saying lifestyle, lifestyle. But what change am I creating in my lifestyle? It's not about what others are doing. What change am I creating in my lifestyle? Did I change the way I sleep and I wake up? Did I change anything in my diet after listening to all that? And did I change anything in the way I think and speak? So today, it's not that there's anything new. We know everything. There's nothing we don't know. We know everything. It's all about what is the one thing that I'm going to start implementing from today. Not knowing, implementing. I'm going to start executing it today. I'm going to become an ambassador of health. Not only that I am giving seva of health to others, Rotaries helping in hospitals, Rotaries helping in diagnostic centers, Rotaries. That's beautiful. But what about every Rotarian becoming an ambassador of a good lifestyle? Not just an ambassador of giving health services, but becoming an ambassador of a good lifestyle. So please first take the decision that today I will create a change in my lifestyle. My lifestyle. What am I going to change today? So apart from diet and apart from sleeping and exercise, meditation, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जो हमें करनी है, अपनी सोच को सिंपल करना शुरू कर दें. बड़ी बड़ी बातों को छोटा कर दें, छोटी बातों को तो बड़ा बिल्कुल मत करें. Simple lifestyle changes are, suppose the habit of complaining. Simple, this is also a lifestyle. आदत पड़ गई है, ये ऐसे क्यों है, ये ऐसे क्यों नहीं है, ये ऐसे क्यों हुआ, मेरे साथ ऐसे क्यों हुआ, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था. Now I feel it's very normal ना to complain like this. जब ठीक ही नहीं है कुछ तो I am going to complain only. और क्या करना है हमने? उसकी जगह if I shift my mind towards gratitude, शुक्राना कितना करते हैं हम सारा दिन के अंदर? शिकायत तो बड़ी जस्टिफाइड लगती है कि तो शिकायत करनी है, इतना कुछ गलत हो रहा है चारों तरफ, बट बहुत कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है चारों तरफ. Because if I create a complaint or if I create a gratitude, it's not just about what's happening in the world. I have to tell myself I'm affecting my health. My mind is receiving that vibration of either a complaint or a gratitude, and my body is receiving the energy of either a complaint or a gratitude. How many times during the day do I create gratitude? Shukriya for everything that's going on around me, for all the people around me, for my body being perfect, for my work going smooth. When did I last create gratitude? Now put a simple lifestyle that every morning I will first start the day with creating gratitude. अगर हम 30 seconds रुक के भी सुबह gratitude create करते हैं, where actually it's a one step towards health. Gratitude is the best energy we can give to our body. It's an energy of health. These are simple things which can create good health in the mind and in the body. So let's put 30 seconds every morning for gratitude. For gratitude. Gratitude to the divine, मतलब परमात्मा का शुक्रिया. Gratitude to your mind and body. हम सब भी जब भी शीशे में देखते हैं ना, ओहो मेरा वेट बढ़ गया, ओहो मेरा वेट घट गया, ओहो मेरे चेहरे पे ये हो गया, ओहो मेरे बाल ऐसे हो गए, ओहो ये ऐसे हो गया. This is a lot of resistance towards the body. You know, the body and we have to have a very beautiful relationship. We have to be in harmony. अगर आप किसी को देखकर हर बार उसके अंदर नुक्स निकालो, उसको कितना अच्छा लगने वाला है. Every time you meet somebody, you tell them you are like this, you are like this, you are like this. It doesn't build a very beautiful relationship. So every time we look at our body, अगर हम उसके अंदर नुक्स ही निकालते रहेंगे, we are not creating a very beautiful relationship with the body. Let's create a beautiful relationship with the body. We don't have to have the perfect face, the perfect everything, the perfect hair, but this body is the instrument which is serving me throughout the day. कोई हमारा छोटा सा भी काम करता है, हम उसको 4 बार थैंक यू बोलते हैं. थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू, आपने मेरा ये काम कर दिया, थैंक यू फॉर एवरीथिंग. ये शरीर सारा दिन हमारा काम कर रहा है, सारा दिन हमारा काम कर रहा है. ये थोड़ा सा बैठ जाए तो हमारे सारे काम रुक जाते हैं. इसका हम सारा दिन में कितना शुक्रिया करते हैं. When did we say thank you to our body? We should say thank you to our mind and body on a daily basis. It should be like a ritual. It's like a habit, because every time we will say thank you to our body, we're actually radiating healing energy. We're actually getting the body into harmony with the mind. It's so important. Let's not take it for granted. We said नहीं मतलब है ही ना, बॉडी कर ही रही है, इसमें थैंक यू क्या बोलना. औरों को थैंक यू क्यों बोलते हैं? जब कोई काम करता है उसको थैंक यू क्यों बोलते हैं? Because it creates a very beautiful relationship with the one who has done something for us. And जब हम उसको थैंक यू बोलते हैं, सब चेक करना, जब आपको कुछ करने के बाद कोई थैंक यू बोलता है, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम उसके लिए करने का मन और करता है ना, तो आप नेक्स्ट टाइम और अच्छा करते हैं उनके लिए. Because that gratitude energy is a very beautiful energy. So similarly, when we say thank you to the body is only going to serve us better. It's only. So this is also a relationship. हमें लगता है बॉडी एक जड़ चीज है, इसके साथ क्या थैंक यू बोलना है. बॉडी के साथ भी एक रिश्ता बनता है. रिश्ता सिर्फ लोगों के साथ नहीं बनता है. Even relationship with the body. So gratitude to our mind and to our body for serving us throughout the day, 365 days of the year, non-stop. Two things are serving us always. That's mind and body. So gratitude to the divine, gratitude to the mind and body. Create one thought, gratitude to all the people in my life. Just say this in the morning. Thank you to all the people in my life, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, whether it's anybody. Thank you to everyone who comes into my energy circle throughout the day. Early in the morning, I'm radiating a blessing to the people. Blessing to people. When we radiate thank you to people, gratitude to people, it doesn't have to be said. It's just a vibration that is created early in the morning. During the day, it becomes easier to be in harmony with those people because we started the morning on a very good energy note with them. It's such a simple thing, but over a period of time, it starts creating very beautiful results. Then, even say gratitude to matter, which is something I learned recently, not recently, but about 5-10 years back. And when I experimented with it, it gives beautiful results. Gratitude to matter, which means the bed you wake up from. And when you switch off your AC, when you're going to pick up the remote control and switch off the AC, you can say thank you to the AC for giving you good sleep because it took care of the temperature of the, instead of thinking something else and switching off the AC, you are connecting a relationship with your bed, with the floor you put your foot on, with the phone you picked up, with the AC you are using, with the car you are driving. हाँ, जिस दिन वो गाड़ी ठीक नहीं चलती, उस दिन हम 4 थॉट्स क्रिएट करते हैं, ये ऐसी गाड़ी है, वैसी गाड़ी है, ऐसी है. बट जिस दिन ठीक चलती है, हम कोई थैंक यू नहीं बोलते उसको, बिल्कुल थैंक यू नहीं उसको बोलते हैं. Every time you get out of your car and your trip is over, you've reached your destination, say thank you not just to the bhaiya who's driven the car, but also thank you to the car. And once you start creating this relationship with matter also, then we are literally in harmony with everything, because objects will also start creating a very beautiful relationship with us. This is to be experimented. And when you experiment it, give yourself a few months to do this, and then you will start seeing the result, how objects and you start creating a very beautiful relationship. So if it can happen with objects, look what can happen with the body, and look what can happen with people. Then, of course, thank you to nature, Prakriti. Prakriti, the five elements of nature are what sustain us. एक दिन अगर पानी नहीं आया नलके के अंदर तो पूरा घर ऊपर नीचे हो जाएगा, सुबह सुबह आज पानी नहीं आया, आज पानी नहीं आया। लेकिन जब रोज पानी आता है तो पानी का कोई शुक्रिया नहीं करता, कोई शुक्रिया नहीं करता। So we create gratitude towards Prakriti. So when we start creating, beginning the morning with gratitude, during the day, our energy dynamics with everything and with everyone start changing, which means your number of complaints and criticisms will automatically start going down, and your level of acceptance will automatically start rising, because you began your day with radiating gratitude to everyone. And when your number of complaints and criticism starts coming down, your mind is a happier self. And when the mind is a happier self, the lifestyle is taken care of in terms of taking care of the body. एक सबका शुक्रिया, and दूसरी homework आज एक छोटी सी करते हैं, that we are not going to talk ill about people. Ill meaning not that हम उनके लिए गलत बोलते हैं, but ill meaning we are not going to discuss their weaknesses. We all also have weaknesses. We all also have beautiful qualities. The other person also has weaknesses, also has some habits which are not right. But now let's look at it. It's their habit. But when I think about it, then it becomes a part of my mind. And when I speak about it, it becomes a part of my personality. But आदत तो उनकी है, आदत उनकी है. But when I am thinking and talking about it, it becomes a part of my energy field. So suppose I talk about the negative habits of even 5 people during the day. लोग तो हमें 50 मिलते होंगे सारा दिन के अंदर, but even if I talk about one negative habit about 5 people, then I have done 5 negative interactions in my mind and body that day. 5. बात उनकी थी, गलती उनकी थी, but I have created 5 times negative energies in my mind and body. And nowadays, though we are not even creating and talking about only people around us, because of social media handles, we are thinking and talking about unknown people. इसके बारे में, उसके बारे में, इधर के बारे में, उसके बारे में, and we thought it's about them. Every time we're doing it, let us remind ourselves, it's impacting my mind, it's impacting my body. Is it really worth it talking about other people? Is it really worth it? Because it's impacting my mind and body. It is radiating a negative energy to every cell of my body when I am talking and thinking about other people in a negative way. Why not I look for one quality in them and talk about it? Even if the other person has 99 bad habits, they'll definitely have one good quality. If I think and talk about that in my conversation, I'm healing my body, because my mind and body is listening to everything and it's absorbing every vibration. And here I am talking about the world without realizing it's not about them. It's becoming a part of me. We are depleting our energy. We're depleting our energy thinking and talking about how other people should be, how they should have not done this, how they could have done this. ये ऐसे क्यों बोला, ऐसे बोल लेते, थोड़ा सा ऐसे कर लेते, थोड़ा दूसरों का एनालिसिस बहुत अच्छा करते हैं हम, थोड़ा सा ऐसे कर लेते, थोड़ा सा ऐसे। अपने आप को देखो, हम क्या कर सकते थे, हम क्या कर लेंगे। सो छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं. One is complaining, second is criticizing, gossip. These are heavy depleters for the mind and body, because these are happening throughout the day and unaware. Stress, we are aware. Anger, we are aware. Even worry, we are aware. But criticism and complaining, we think it's normal. It's normal to keep saying that and talking that. It is a part of our lifestyle. So I need to ask myself, does my lifestyle have criticism, or does my lifestyle have appreciation? Does my lifestyle have complaining, or does my lifestyle have gratitude? So I shift to a lifestyle of gratitude. The Murli class we did yesterday, between the class that we did yesterday morning at the center, there's a very beautiful line. Ninda stuti ek saman. Ninda stuti ek saman. Which means if someone criticizes you, forget not we criticizing people, but if someone criticizes you or someone appreciates you, in your mind and body, it should feel the same, which means not consuming the energies of people around us, remaining in our tranquility. अब ये लगेगा कि ये ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है कि someone criticizes me or someone appreciates me and I should be the same, because that's where health is. It's like a pendulum. ये आप हर एक situation के लिए देख सकते हैं. Look at your mind and draw a pendulum here. Just visualize that there is a pendulum here. ठीक है? इसको draw कर लीजिए. Now, if the pendulum is in the center, that means my mind is very calm, and that means that vibrations of calm are radiating to my body. अब suddenly आपके जीवन में कोई बहुत अच्छी बात आती है अभी. 7 o'clock, you get a phone call or you get somebody walking into the house saying, पता है क्या हुआ? And it's some good news. Now look at the pendulum. It was in the center. And when you got this good news, see how much the pendulum shifts. If it shifts just by 20% this side, or does it shift by 40% this side, or it just goes completely to the other extreme, which means we are super excited when that good news comes into the house. So the pendulum has gone. If it pendulum goes to the other extreme, then tomorrow, if we get some other information, which is not a very perfect news, then it is 100% certain that the pendulum will go to the other extreme. ये है जीवन. अगर अच्छी खबर में पेंडुलम इस एक्सट्रीम पे गया, तो बहुत अच्छी खबर जब नहीं होगी तो पेंडुलम दूसरी एक्सट्रीम पे जाएगा. अगर अच्छी खबर में पेंडुलम सिर्फ 20% शिफ्ट हुआ, तो बहुत अच्छी खबर में भी नहीं खबर होगी तो भी पेंडुलम सिर्फ 20% शिफ्ट होगा. और अगर अच्छी खबर में पेंडुलम सेंटर में रहा, तो जब अच्छी खबर नहीं होगी तो भी पेंडुलम सेंटर में ही रहेगा. दिस इज द माइंड. This is the mind, which means how much do I allow it to fluctuate or how much do I keep it in the center has to be decided when the good things in life are happening, not when the not good things in life are happening. Those are not something we can take charge, but when the good things are happening. So for example, someone appreciates you. Thank you unka, thank you Paramatma ka, finished. Kuch bhi nahi, no change, absolutely. It's their beautiful quality to have said that. Thank you unka, finished. But if I start feeling nice, oh, मुझे ऐसा कहा और भी सबके सामने कहा, देखो कितना अच्छा बोला मेरे बारे में ये. मतलब अगर आपने 5 thoughts appreciation में create की, फिर आप certain हो जाना कि जब next someone is not going to say one line which is not nice about you, then the pendulum is going to go in this direction. But ninda stuti ek saman has to be practiced in stuti, which means in appreciation. In appreciation. So today what we are experiencing as a lifestyle is tremendous emotional upheavals. मतलब अच्छा होगा तो इतना excited हो जाएंगे, अच्छा हो गया कोई बात नहीं, नहीं बहुत super excited. और फिर जब थोड़ा सा कुछ अच्छा नहीं होगा तब बहुत low. This is fluctuation. This fluctuation is not healthy for the human mind, and this fluctuation is definitely not healthy for the human body. So ninda stuti ek saman. And then the next line in that was कि अगर आपकी कोई निंदा करता है तो उसका भी शुक्रिया. क्यों उसका शुक्रिया? क्योंकि अगर सिर्फ कोई आपकी महिमा करता रहे, if someone only keeps appreciating us or if people around us only keep appreciating us, तो हमारा ईगो क्या होने लगता है? हमारा ईगो क्या होने लगेगा? अरे आप बहुत अच्छे हो, आपसे अच्छा तो कोई है ही नहीं, आप तो हमारे लिए भगवान हो, आपने मेरा ये ठीक कर दिया. तो वो ईगो कहाँ पहुंचने लगता है? ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे. तो जो हमारी महिमा करते हैं, अगर हमने ध्यान नहीं रखा, तो वो तो एक्चुअली हमारे ईगो को बढ़ा देने के कारण बनेंगे. लेकिन जो हमारी निंदा करते हैं, वो हमारे अंदर सहन शक्ति, power to tolerate, power to face, power to accommodate, gets created in us only when someone is not right to us. When someone criticizes us, that's when our powers to keep quiet, to remain silent, to tolerate, to address, everything gets emerged when someone is not right to us. So the spiritual equation line was कि जो आपकी महिमा करते हैं उनका तो शुक्रिया, लेकिन जो आपकी निंदा करते हैं उनका बहुत 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 शुक्रिया, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आप आए और आपने हमारे अंदर की शक्ति बढ़ा दी. What does it mean? It means gratitude even for those who are not being right to us. That is the power of gratitude for everybody. क्योंकि अगर आप नहीं आते तो हम झुकते ही नहीं ना, हम झुकते नहीं, हमारी आकड़ क्या होती रहती, और ही बढ़ती जाती, और ही बढ़ती जाती. सो वी नीड समबडी टू बर्स्ट दैट बलून ओवर देयर, ताकि हमारा ईगो क्या हो जाए, थोड़ा सा नीचे आ जाए. तो इसीलिए जो हमारी निंदा करते हैं उनका तो बहुत शुक्रिया. सो शुक्रिया इज दैट पावरफुल एन एनर्जी, that powerful an energy. So throughout the day, let's understand, what did COVID teach us? Suddenly, anybody can leave the body. Suddenly they can leave. Time नहीं मिला उनको सोचने का, बात करने का, कुछ बोलने का. Suddenly we can leave. And when we leave, how insignificant everything seems, which was a very big issue till one night before. हम बातों को कितना बड़ा बना के रख देते हैं, ऐसे किया, ऐसे किया, ऐसे किया. When that soul leaves the body, we said हम कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे, बस तुम वापस आ जाओ किसी तरह. यही कहता है ना पूरा परिवार. और एक रात पहले किसी बात पे झगड़ा हो रहा होगा अच्छा वाला, वो अगले दिन वो बात की कितनी वैल्यू रहती है, कुछ भी नहीं. हम कहेंगे ये तो बात कोई बात ही नहीं थी. Every time when we do a prayer meeting, when someone leaves, and then when we tell the family, please forgive the soul for anything that they would have done or said or anything wrong, you just forgive. They said, we have nothing to forgive. I said, how can you have nothing to forgive in an entire lifetime? You have nothing to forgive for what? You know why? But after the soul leaves, they have nothing to forgive, because after the soul leaves, those things seem so insignificant that you feel, okay, what is there to forgive? But when they were there, well, everything was very big, very big. ऐसा कर दिया, मुझे उसके लिए नहीं बुलाया, मुझे पूछा नहीं, मेरे से बोला नहीं. We make everything very big. बहुत बड़ा कर दिया है बातों को हमने. Let's create a new lifestyle. बड़ी बात को भी छोटा करना. छोटी बात को तो फूक मार के उड़ा देना, लेकिन बड़ी बड़ी बातों को भी छोटा करना. नहीं बात की, अच्छा कोई बात नहीं. बुलाया नहीं उन्होंने अपने फंक्शन पे, तो क्या हुआ, उनके पास ऑलरेडी गेस्ट लिस्ट फुल हो गई होगी, तो उसमें क्या बात है इसकी इतनी बड़ी बात. अच्छा सिर्फ फोन पे ही बुला दिया, आके नहीं इनवाइट किया, तो क्या हुआ, बिजी होंगे. लेकिन उन सबको बुलाया, मुझे नहीं बुलाया, हाँ तो क्या हुआ, उनको पता है मुझे बुरा नहीं लगने वाला है. इट इज, वी कैन सिंप्लीफाई एवरीथिंग. Everything can be simplified. And when we start thinking like this, we will then be able to simplify even the toughest things which come into our life, because our mind will get into the habit of simplifying matters. Simplifying matters, making big things small. बात बड़ी और छोटी नहीं होती है. The magnifying lens is here. There is no size to a situation. There is no size to a situation. हो तो कोई 100 बुखार वाला भी बोलता है हाय 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 करते हैं. एंड देखना है तो आप डॉक्टर सरीन की ओपीडी में आके देखिए. People with third stage, fourth stage cancer, but their happiest faces, their happiest faces, and they're serving others. वो औरों की भी सेवा कर रहे हैं. There is no size of a situation. The magnifying glass is here. कि वो बात हमारे लिए बड़ी है या छोटी है. बात को छोटा करते हैं, बॉडी हेल्दी रहेगी, माइंड भी हेल्दी रहेगा. बात को बड़ा करते हैं, दर्द होता रहता है. सिर्फ मन में दर्द नहीं होता, शरीर में दर्द होता है. Every time that our mind is paining, every time there is a pain in my mind, I need to remember I'm radiating a pain to my body. I'm radiating a pain to my body. Couple of months back, Dr. Serene and Dr. Vanita, they had invited Luke for a workshop like this, an online webinar. And he said a very powerful thing, because he does a lot of work with cancer patients. And he said, I always ask them if there was anything that's happened in their last 2 years in their life. And then he said, in almost all, you can't say all, but you can say almost all, they were going through some stresses in their life due to some issues. So there's a direct connection. There's a direct connection. that if there is too much knotting up happening in my mind, then that energy is radiating in my body. Of course, that's not the only reason, but that is a very important lifestyle reason. And it can manifest into any kind of a disease, not just cancer, but any aches and pains, blockages, anything. It will not. So just taking care of diet and exercise is not working. Again, we saw again in the case of Siddharth Shukla, they said, oh, but he was fit, but he was on a vegetarian diet. Then why? So then the doctor said lifestyle, stress. So we learn from that. It's not just about diet, it's also about way of thinking, way of working. Work is very important, but work is one part of life. Let's make work one part of life. Let's not make work life, because that is creating fatigued people. If we go back to 30 years back, and most of us were in that era, as in 30 years back, when we didn't have mobiles or TV. So, what was lifestyle then? That when people came home around 7 or 8 in the evening, there was no way to connect to work. So, there was no mobile, there was no phone, there was no internet, there was no laptop. So, from 8 in the evening to 8 in the morning, the mind got a break from work. They could go back to work only next morning. So imagine, out of every 24 hours, 12 hours no work in the mind. When was the last time we were 12 hours without work in the mind? When was the last time? Then every 6 days, Sunday off. So which means another 24 hours without work. Then Diwali, Dasera, Raksha Bandhan, Navratri, everything without work. So literally out of 365 days, more than 6 months we were on a holiday. More than 6 months, because 12 hours every day, then every Sunday, every festival, and every holiday that we took to go out. More than 6 months out of 12 months, we were on a break from work. And that's why 30 years back, the number of cancer, the number of depression, the number of diabetes, the number of divorce, there was those rarest of things. हाँ हो रहा है, थोड़ा इसको है, थोड़ा उसको है, थोड़ा. आजकल तो अच्छा उसको कैंसर हुआ है, हाँ आजकल आम हो गया. अच्छा इसको डायबिटीज है, डायबिटीज तो बहुत ही कॉमन है. अच्छा इनका डिवोर्स हो रहा है, हाँ होता रहता है. मतलब आजकल किसी को कुछ लगता भी नहीं है ये सब सुनने के बाद, बिकॉज इट इज सो कॉमन. वाई? दिस इज द लाइफस्टाइल. थका हुआ मन, टायर्ड माइंड, tired mind, because we are continuously with these technology toys. We are not giving ourselves a break, as if the हमें सब कुछ achieve कर लेना है अपने काम और business के अंदर, and then suddenly कुछ पता चलता है and everything comes to a halt. So technology has made our life extremely comfortable, but to give the mind and body the rest is going to be our choice. Is going to be our choice. So simple cheese is 8 o'clock के बाद disconnect from work, except for doctors. Everybody else can afford to disconnect from work. अब ये करना है, लेकिन करना है. 8 o'clock disconnect from work. The reason being, only they who will disconnect from work for at least 2 hours before we sleep will be able to get deep sleep. Their work will not be on their mind. But if we keep answering emails, taking business calls, answering messages, fixing deals before going to sleep, then in our sleep, that is the only thing that will go on. So sleep is a very important part of lifestyle, but sleep is not just about how many hours we sleep. It's about how we sleep. But if we are working till we sleep, we cannot have deep sleep. It's not possible. ये हो नहीं सकता, ये कोई भी नहीं कर सकता. But हमें पता नहीं चलेगा. हमें लगेगा हम सोए हुए थे, बॉडी सो रही थी, माइंड सोच रहा था कुछ कुछ. माइंड सोच रहा था. So one is if we are working till we go to sleep. Second is if we are engaged with media till we go to sleep. Till we go to sleep. Imagine watching the world news before going to sleep. So what visuals are going to play on the mind and the vibrations are going to go in the body during the sleep? It's only war, violence, death, corruption. ये रात को देखने वाली चीजें थोड़ी होती है. This is not something, this is a vibration. It's an energy. Whatever I absorb here just before going to sleep, it will go into my subconscious, and that energy is also radiating to the body. Very good. Dr. Sarina's written, we also say if you love your work, it is not stress. Very true. You know, Dr. Sareen, I really love what I do. because there's really no work in what I do. There's no work at all, and there's no financial angle involved. So I always thought, how can there ever be stress in what I'm doing? And then once one doctor told me, just the fact that you are going to do this and this and this, and then next morning you have to do this and this and this, and next day again, they said even this is stress for the body. So unless you're going to give yourself a break, you are not taking a break from your mind and body. Even though you love doing what you're doing, even though there's positivity in what I'm doing, there's no negative or competition, nothing. But they said even this is a stress, because if for the mind to constantly working on ye karna hai, ab ye karna hai, iske baad ye karna hai, iske baad yahan jana hai, the mind and the body needs rest. Even a machine needs rest. अगर ये लैपटॉप को 48 hours चलाते गए हम without closing it for some time, ये भी गर्म हो जाता है, ये भी गर्म हो जाता है. So even if you're enjoying our work, even if it's full of positivity, but the mind and body needs rest. So we don't want to go there when something happens. We have to start giving ourselves the rest, the break. So we disconnect from work at 8 o'clock. We disconnect from other media before, at least by 9 o'clock. All these watching, all the kind of content that we're watching on digital platforms before sleeping is harmful for our quality of sleep, because there's a lot of vibrational which is not good for your body. Even when you're watching that kind of content, see how your body is feeling that time. Just say when we have people coming to the meditation center, difference I'll tell you. When they come to the meditation center, they sit there for 1 hour. It's just a normal talk, there's little meditation. But the mind and body starts feeling calmer. Why? Because the kind of energy, vibrational words that were created were pure, were positive. But if we had to watch 1 or 2 hours of violence, of crime, of all that content, then we don't realize what's the vibration the mind and body is going through, because that has become our normal content. Because it's become our normal content, we don't realize the vibration the mind and the body is going through. Once in a while, okay. But when it's become something that we're doing on a daily basis, now that's a lifestyle issue. That's a lifestyle issue. So we need to take care. We will have to make those lifestyle changes. What am I watching? What am I reading? What am I listening? What am I eating? What am I drinking? And when am I sleeping and how am I sleeping? And of course, exercise, that goes without saying. I will have to create my cutoff. My organization, my company, my colleagues, my competitors, they are not going to create a cutoff. I have to create a cutoff. No, this is what I'm going to do. If one person does it in the family, gradually the rest of the family will also start changing their lifestyle. Everybody is very sweet. Everyone saying, what about our children? What about our teenagers? We have no right to say anything to them. We will not even be able to influence them to change till we create that change in ourselves. Till we create the change. We are going through this thing. आप कभी traffic signal पर देखिएगा. If the traffic signal is about 30 seconds, 50 seconds, even in those 50 seconds, people pick up their phone to check if there was any WhatsApp message. Which means I'm not giving my mind even a 40-second break. कि भाई 40 सेकंड ऐसे बैठना है, कुछ नहीं करना है. 40 सेकंड उतने में भी फोन उठा के एक आंसर कर ही देते हैं व्हाट्सएप के ऊपर. नाउ व्हाट डज दैट मीन? नो ब्रेक एट ऑल फॉर द माइंड एंड द बॉडी. तो थक जाता है, मन थक जाता है, और वो थके हुए मन के साथ हम जब इस बॉडी को चलाते हैं तो बॉडी को भी वो एनर्जी जाती है. सो वी आर नॉट ओनली गोइंग टू डू सेवा, वी आर गोइंग टू बिकम एम्बेसडर्स ऑफ हेल्थ. लाइफस्टाइल सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, लाइफस्टाइल चेंज जो रोटेरियंस को तो जरूर करना चाहिए, एंड दैट इज अ प्लांट बेस्ड डाइट. अ प्लांट बेस्ड डाइट. जो सेवा कर रहे हैं वो किसी की हिंसा नहीं कर सकते, वो नहीं कर सकते, वो किसी को दर्द नहीं दे सकते, क्योंकि वो तो सबको सुख दे रहे हैं. इफ यू आर गिविंग हेल्थ, इफ यू आर गिविंग हैप्पीनेस टू पीपल, इफ यू आर सर्विंग पीपल, एंड वी कैन नॉट गिव पेन टू एनीबडी. हम नहीं कर सकते. So that's not just a karma, but that's also a lifestyle issue. That's also a lifestyle issue. Animal product is not made for our body. And there's enough evidence to go and search on that also for a lot of diseases, and definitely not for the mind. Let's create this one lifestyle change. तो कितना simple है change करना. वैसे भी नवरात्रे आ रहे हैं, है ना? वैसे भी नवरात्रे आ रहे हैं. कभी सोचिएगा कि 9 दिन हम वेजिटेरियन क्यों करते हैं नवरात्रों के टाइम? क्या जरूरत है 9 दिन करने की? जब रोज खाते हैं तो वही 9 दिन में भी खा लेते हैं। क्यों हम करते हैं? मैंने कल ही किसी को पूछा क्यों करते हो 9 दिन? कहते वो डिविनिटी होती है ना 9 दिन इसलिए। तो डिविनिटी 9 दिन होती है, मतलब हमें ये पता है कि अगर डिविनिटी चाहिए तो वेजिटेरियन करना है। तो इफ डिविनिटी के लिए वेजिटेरियन चाहिए, तो देन तो वी हैव टू आस्क आवरसेल्फ कि डिविनिटी, व्हाई डिविनिटी फॉर 9 days ओनली? व्हाई ओनली 9 days देन दैट डिविनिटी? इजंट दैट डिविनिटी आल्सो एन एनर्जी फॉर हेल्थ? क्या वो हमारी बॉडी के लिए वो एनर्जी अच्छी नहीं है? तो व्हाई 9 days ओनली? तो इसलिए लेट्स मेक दिस नवरात्रि अ लाइफस्टाइल चेंज टाइम। नहीं तो वो 9 दिन भी एक्चुअली 9 दिन भी सोचते रहते हैं, 4 दिन हो गए, 5 दिन हो गए, आज छठा दिन हो गया, 8 दिन और 9वें दिन 12 बजे ही चले जाते हैं कहीं ना कहीं, कहते वो खत्म हो गए हमारे 9 दिन। तो वो फिर देन वो 9 दिन भी कोई डिविनिटी क्रिएट नहीं होती, बिकॉज देयर इज सो मच ऑफ इट ऑन द माइंड, so much of it on the mind. So we have to experiment with these lifestyle changes. Experiment with a plant-based diet. Experiment with sleeping early. Experiment what it feels like to wake up at Brahma Muhurat. ऐसे ही उसको ब्रह्म मुहूर्त नहीं कहा गया है, वैसे हम जीवन के हर काम मुहूर्त निकाल के करते हैं ना। कुछ भी अच्छा काम करने कहते हैं मुहूर्त निकालो। ब्रह्म मुहूर्त 4 to 5 a.m. is the highest vibrational time. It is called Brahma Muhurat. It is called Amrit Vela. मतलब वेला वो जो अमृत के समान है. And we are sleeping at that time. We are sleeping at that time. So we missed out the best time out of the 24-hour cycle. Now, if we wake up at that time, and if we do meditation, if we do yoga, if we do pranayam, it's the best energy for the mind and body at that time. हीलिंग की तरफ चला जाएगा, माइंड एंड बॉडी बोथ। बट उसके लिए हमें रात को जल्दी सोना पड़ता है, हमें रात को जल्दी सोना पड़ता है। तो एवरीथिंग इज ऑलरेडी देयर, इट्स देयर इन आवर कल्चर, इट्स देयर इन आवर संस्कृति। लेट्स नॉट कॉल इट ओल्ड फैशन्ड, लेट्स नॉट कॉल इट बोरिंग, लेट्स नॉट लिसन टू पीपल हु आर सेइंग ओ दिस इज टू बोरिंग, दिस इज नॉट कूल। अब ये सब करके देख लिया ना, सब करने के बाद कम से कम यू टर्न ले लेना चाहिए थोड़ा सा, after seeing the impact of the kind of life we've created. Because we are the last generation. We are the last generation who knows what that healthy lifestyle used to be. We are the last ones. If we don't live it and show it to the next generation, then it will be only written in books. कि हमारे पिछले जमाने के लोग ऐसे जिया करते थे. They will not get practical evidence to see it. What is that lifestyle and to see the benefit of that lifestyle. So we have to live that lifestyle and show people. And so it's a plant-based diet. Second, it's early to sleep. Third is disconnect from work 2 hours before you sleep. Fourth is don't use your phones and TVs while eating. खाना has to be done so peacefully, मतलब उस टाइम तो एक्चुअली बात भी नहीं करनी चाहिए. It is so important to be in silence when we are eating. Very silent mind, absolutely calm body, and तब खाना खाना है. आजकल हम खाना कैसे खाते हैं? भागते भागते उठाते हैं, गाड़ी चलाते चलाते खाते हैं, टीवी देखते देखते खाते हैं, फोन पे बोलते बोलते खाते हैं. That is why even the best food is not giving healing energy to the body, because the best food has not been eaten in the best way. It's not just the best food, it has to be eaten in the best way, which will give that vibration. So it has to be done with calm, with ease, silence. भागते भागते या बातें करते करते. Talking about everything while eating. Not healthy. Not healthy. एक दिन करके देखिए कि कुछ हम बात नहीं करेंगे आज खाना खाने के टाइम. कोई बात नहीं करेंगे. सब एक दूसरे के साथ बैठेंगे, प्यार से खाना खाएंगे, बात नहीं करेंगे. अब आजकल क्या हो रहा है? Because we meet only on the dining table, we are discussing everything on the dining table. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy. मतलब किसी की कोई प्रॉब्लम है वो भी डाइनिंग टेबल पे, किसी की कोई बीमारी है वो भी डाइनिंग टेबल पे. All this cannot be discussed on the dining table. Finish 10 minutes of food, then discuss everything. But not while we are eating. There is a huge impact of the words on the food. So silence, not just no phone and TV, but even silence on the dining table. फिर आराम से बहुत देर बातें करें, लेकिन सिर्फ जब खाना सामने है तो 10 मिनट परमात्मा को याद करके फिर खाना खाना शुरू करें. एंड देन एवरी मॉर्निंग introduce an element of spirituality in your life. Introduce. It is the foundation for healthy mind and body. It is a foundation for keeping your mind calm and stable during the day. At least 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes of meditation, at least 20 minutes of good content in the morning. सुबह सुबह जब वो कंटेंट अंदर चला जाता है तो सारा दिन में वैसा सोचना इजी हो जाता है, easy ho jata hai. And then not just that we are doing it at home, come to the center where everyone is meditating together, where everyone's doing that spiritual study together. In that vibration, it becomes even easier of doing it. And wherever we are staying, within 3 to 4 kilometers, there's a meditation center. Within 3 to 4 kilometers. But once we go there and we sit there for half an hour, 45 minutes, we get energized because it's in the air. It's in the air. And then we are set for the day. Nothing comes on its own. Nothing can come just by desiring it. I will need to put in a little effort for it. Thoda sa. But थोड़े दिन के बाद वो effort कुछ effort लगता नहीं है. Because then that becomes a part of our lifestyle. So let's shift. Think today. आज सोचेगा जरूर और लिखेगा जरूर. And एक चीज जरूर करनी है. रात को सोने से पहले प्लीज एक छोटी सी डायरी रखिएगा. रात को सोने से पहले any uncomfortable emotions of the day have to be released before going to sleep. Because which means if I got hurt today during the day, if I got angry during the day, if I created criticism for somebody during the day, I have to counter thought it in the night and put it in my diary. Which means I clean the stains that I created on my mind before I go to sleep. If I don't clean those stains before I go to sleep, then वो दाग थोड़े पक्के होते जाते हैं. And then during that sleep, that radiates to my body. So clean it. If you've criticized somebody in your diary, appreciate them. If someone's behavior hurt you in your diary, forgive them. Forgive them. Likho, I forgive them. Past is past. It's over. I release. I let go. If you release and let go in the night before sleeping, that thing is going to disappear from your mind. Chala jayega. नहीं तो वो 10 साल हम पकड़ के रखेंगे. And that's a very big reason for disease. Not being able to release the past. Not being able to release past trauma, past pain is a very important factor for disease in the body because it's we are holding it. ऐसे पकड़ के हमने रखा है. अगर किसी चीज को पकड़ के रखेंगे तो थोड़ी देर बाद तो दर्द होना ही है. दर्द होना है. So it's like something stinking here and I'm not releasing it. But अगर हम उसके साथ सो जाते हैं, if we go to sleep with that pain, becomes very difficult to release after that. But if we release it on that day before going to sleep, very simple. Very simple because it's still on the top layer of the mind. It's not gone into the subconscious. So just less than 5 minutes, 2-3 minutes to just write a little diary, notes, counter. In the aisa thought changed, aisa wala thought changed, aisa wala thought changed, which means I changed the coding of the mind before going to sleep. So these are all very simple lifestyle habits, not time consuming, very simple, and create some very, very powerful thoughts before going to sleep and first thing in the morning. बस मन खुश तो शरीर भी खुश रहेगा. मन को खुश रखेंगे, शरीर भी खुश रहेगा. कैंसर को तो खत्म करना ही है, लेकिन डिप्रेशन को भी खत्म करना है जो बहुत फास्ट बढ़ रहा है दुनिया में भी और देश में भी. बहुत फास्ट, बहुत फास्ट. हाउ टू लेट गो इफ योर स्पाउस चीट्स ऑन यू. हाँ, whether now you're continuing living with the person or not, that is between you both to decide. But if you are living together, then you definitely have to release and let go because otherwise the purpose of living together will get defeated. It will get defeated because then you're living together and radiating pain to the other person and to yourself. So for the next few days, create a thought in the night before going to sleep and in the morning once you wake up. Past is past. That karmic account is over. I release, I let go, I forgive, and I trust completely for the new beginning. Bhale, whether you're trusting or not, just write it. Just write it, even if you're not feeling it. You're not going to feel it right now, but just write these 4-5 lines every night before you go to sleep. Past karmic account is over. I release, I let go, I forgive, and I trust completely for a new beginning. Everything is perfect and will always be. Just write without feeling right. Abhi koi feeling aani nahi wo wali. But just keep writing it every day before going to sleep and every morning. Every night before going to sleep, every morning. थोड़े दिन में आपका माइंड पुरानी बात को भूल जाएगा और नई वाली कोडिंग आ जाएगी. And that's it. Karmic account is over. And when you will radiate that vibrations of trust, then the healing of your relationship, which had a little crack, was strong ho jayega. But if you're living together and you're creating doubt and you're holding on to the past, and then you're also referring to the past in your conversation, फिर से तो नहीं कुछ ऐसा हुआ, फिर से, then though it creates even more problems than it was there before, because we keep creating and talking about the past. So we can, if we've decided to put this aside, then don't just turn a page, tear that page. If we just turn that page of life, it's very easy to turn that page back. छोटी सी भी बात होगी तो we'll say, हाँ हाँ आपने उस टाइम ऐसे किया था, वो तो मैंने आपके साथ रहने को चूज किया. ये एनर्जी के साथ नहीं रहना है कभी भी किसी के साथ. It's not a favor, it's a choice. It's a decision. And once it's a decision, it has to be with respect and dignity. Not as if we are doing a favor to the other person by forgiving them. We have chosen to be in that. And choice has to be with dignity. So we have to tear that page, not turn that page over of life. You have to tear it, which means no reference to that past ever. And you can create miracles. You can create miracles, absolute miracles in your relationships. Okay, Ji, sorry, I exceeded my time. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Good evening, everyone. And what an immersive session it was. I am feeling so grateful for having this opportunity to thank Sister Shivani, because she holds such a special and revered place in my heart. And I'm sure I can say that for each one of us. She has inspired so many of us to bring beautiful changes in our mindset and also to our daily routines, and making it simpler and much more meaningful. Like she said, that lifestyle is about life, that is foremost the life force within us. And I really feel like I am filled with a refreshed or rather new life force within me right now. Just to share with you, I was always very religious, but at the start of my spiritual journey, which began many years back, Shivani Didi, through her many videos, showed me the right way to think and to be. I'm a breast cancer winner, and I completely resonate with everything that Sister Shivani spoke about today, because I remember in those 6 months of diagnosis and treatment, I thank God so much more than I had paid gratitude for, in the previous 30 years of my life before my diagnosis happened. And I have seen such beautiful changes come to my life, to my mind, to my thought process after following all of these so simple and small little steps. And I would also like to thank Rotary Club of Delhi South, Dr. Vinita, Dr. Sareen, and the Forum for Breast Cancer Protection for organizing this inspiring event. Also, a heartfelt gratitude to everyone in the audience for joining us today and making this a success. I also take this opportunity to introduce our NGO, Yes to Life to You, that I started in 2014 after my tryst with cancer in 2012. The team is working towards breast cancer awareness and patient support, financial, emotional, and rehabilitation. And if anyone would want to reach out, please feel free to do that. And we'll be very, very happy to support you in any way that we can. I now request Kriti to take over for the closing remarks. Thank you, everyone, once again.
And now I request our President, Anil Agarwal, to say a few words.
Sister Shivani, thank you very much. Thank you. First of all, we have to show our gratitude to you by saying thanks to you for a wonderful talk that you did to us today. You've truly enlightened us. You've energized us. You filled us with positivity. You've told us something very new today, which is that we should show our gratitude to even things, to our car, to our air conditioner. Up till now, we had only heard about human beings, animals, plants, trees, flowers, which is living things, but you're talking about things as well. So thank you for this new lesson that you've given to us. You've again advised us to have positivity, even for those who may have some critics about you. Do not have any ill will, do not have any negative ideas. Ninda Stuti Ek Saman. What a great statement you've given to us today. most importantly, I think we are all professionals in business, and we are busy the whole day, and a part of our time we devote to the service of the society. And here we find that, at least I find myself, during the day one is busy, so you find that you have time towards the night, towards the late evening, that you can take up some other social cause also, which is important in your life during the Rotary service. So you've also given us a very good call in terms of, what time should you be cutting off yourself from everything and just sleep? And how do you sleep? So from the very early of my life, I've been doing yoga and meditation, and I still remember some of the mantras I learned in the early days of my life. One Ganesh mantra and one Shavasana. So I can fall asleep, fortunately, within a couple of minutes without much tension in my mind. Thank God for everything that the God gave to us. And this is what you've taught us again today. We are feeling blessed to have you. We are feeling blessed to listen to you. You filled us with positivity. You've given us lessons for mind, body, and soul. Thank you very much, Sister Shivani, for being with us.
Thank you, President Anil, and adding to a lot of more thank yous. There is a heartfelt gratitude to Sister Shivani for blessing us with her presence and bestowing us with her wisdom on how to build emotional resilience to stay afloat and wade through raging storms of life with a smile. These are testing times, and anxiety for most of us has increased many, many folds. Psychosomatic disorders are a known reality now. Many complain of overthinking, that the number of thoughts at supersonic speed, and it's way too much to handle. And like Sister Shivani said, if we go on thinking about the way we are thinking right now and only about the problems, then our thoughts will be too many. So it's important to just pause and deal with this slowly. The outer crisis, I'm sure, will be managed. We need to take care of ourselves first, becoming an ambassador of healthy lifestyle, starting with our minds first. I'm sure all of those who joined us today have immense learnings from Sister Shivani's inspiring talk on how to think less, think right, simplify things, do not magnify things and issues, and ease mental health woes during not just the pandemic times, but in life in general. This, this talk today has connected the dots beautifully between our physical and mental wellness, and makes it even more important to understand and embrace this connectedness. In order to build our emotional resilience while dealing with any crisis, we need to have a cool and positive mind to channelize our thoughts. I'm sure, like me, you all have actionable, life altering tips, starting with gratitude to your body, to all around us, to matter, to nature, and living a healthy lifestyle to build emotional resilience to take charge of your health and well being in good, and also, like Didi said, in not so good times. But the choice to apply these learnings is ours, and the time to do it is now. Remember, where focus goes, energy flows. स्वयं सेवा दूसरों की सेवा से पहले और सबसे बड़ी सेवा है अपने मन की सेवा, because mental wellness and positive attitude can indeed help fight any crisis or disease. And before I once again say thank you to Didi, I want to say a big thank you to Karuna and Sapna for all their IT support for this talk today. And once again, on behalf of RCDS and our partners, Forum for Breast Cancer Protection and Yes to Life, I once again thank Didi from the bottom of our hearts for such an inspiring talk. And thank you all for joining us today. And we wish you a pleasant evening. Om Shanti.